There's not one good one, though.
Who needs a good intro? All we need is an intro.
Welcome back to the Words Are Hard show, guys. We're going to go ahead and pick a comment here in just a moment. Leave your comments down below of topics that you want us to cover. If you leave a request with that comment, we will try to fulfill that to the best of our ability. But without further ado, let's hit the randomizer thing so we can get some stuff in the...
We're going to randomize.
Except for Mike can't activate his phone.
His phone's dead, so we can't randomize.
Activate phone power.
What do we got?
Social media.
I'm glad that we brought this up.
Bum, 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 bum.
So, yeah, with social media, I wanted to take this in two different directions. One, you know, how many different social medias are out there? You know, like what do you guys use?
Mm-hmm.
And also, how much social media is too much social media? Like, when does it become just too much?
Any
like,
social media
like,
is too much social media.
It depends who you have on your social media.
I'm more talking about how much sharing is too much sharing. Is the question.
I don't know.
So I guess we'll start off. Like, what social media do you guys use actively? I mean, obviously, like, I consume a lot of YouTube, like a lot more.
Is that considered social media?
YouTube,
I would just consider it entertainment because
I don't consider YouTube
I'm-
social media.
I guess I'm not like an active commenter. That aspect of it turns into social media, though.
Yeah, well, and that's the thing is that I mean, having been on the site for almost a decade now, it's media.
Yeah, I remember since its inception. I
Exactly.
remember logging onto it and
Logging on, and I mean, I was interacting with people. Like, there's a guy whose channel used to be Slyling690, and there's just videos of him at these conventions or at these gatherings, and that's a big thing where it becomes a big social aspect is the YouTube gatherings. 888 or As One, or I mean, YouTube Live was one of the big ones, and that's just the creators. VidCon, there you go, where all the creators are coming together, and there's a big social aspect of it,
and they just fuck.
Presumably.
That's a
yes.
social aspect, is fucking.
Social fucking.
Social media fucking. But
yeah, so I mean, there's YouTube, of course, that I use, and Facebook's the big one that I absolutely hate. The passion.
Yeah.
I took a break from it last year.
And nobody knows.
I remember
14
before
days.
that, it was like every other hour there was a post about Alex getting drunk by Alex. And I was just like, huh.
Alex was very drunk at the time. Yeah, no, I stayed off it for a full 2 weeks. I wanted to kind of give it a test run. I didn't miss it at all when I didn't have it. I mean, I was perfectly fine without it, and I just brought it back up because my mom hadn't heard from me in 2 weeks. So.
Yeah, I use it to keep in touch with people. Were you guys a part of social media sites that aren't around any longer?
Are you talking like specifically MySpace?
MySpace is still around.
It's still, please.
What?
It's not.
It's not shut down. It's still active. I can still go log into my account. I'm talking about websites that were shut down. Social media that was
Vine
shut down. No, fuck Vine.
Exactly.
I remember. I think it was called High Five, which I was a part of when I was like 14.
Google Plus.
No, but like seriously, there was like High Five. That was one of the ones that I was on. That was
Well, what was it about? Like, what did you?
I would have called it no different than Facebook.
Except instead of poking people, you high-fived them.
Yeah.
Effectively. Wow.
Yeah, Facebook's really the first and only one that I've really gotten involved with, and even then I'm kind of hands-off. I use it to stalk people.
Oh, okay.
That's kind of odd. See, for me, I mean, I have Twitter. I tweet maybe once a year, if that. But that's about it.
I mean, yeah, I use Facebook. You use Facebook a lot.
I use Facebook a lot. Yeah. I mean, I'll post like if I see something that's like strange or funny that I like just out in the world. I'm like, huh. Like like last night I was on my break and I was walking around the building. And I almost stepped on this massive salamander that was probably like,
and he was like
4 or 5 inches big. Yeah, I'm like, oh sweet, click.
So do you guys still have? Were you guys on MySpace when it was?
I was not.
Not at all.
When it was big. Oh.
No,
I was big on MySpace.
Really?
I don't mean popular. I mean big on using MySpace.
Using it.
Because that's where I discovered bands, like all kinds of bands. Yeah. That's pretty much all I used it for. And I discovered so many bands before some of the bigger platforms were a thing. I used MySpace to get music and find out about unknown bands and communicate with some of the more independent bands around Canada.
It's funny you say that because the first time I heard about MySpace was when I was on YouTube, and I was searching. And at that point, I mean, MySpace was pretty much dying. But there was this guy that was doing these acoustic guitar tracks. Classical guitar, like Spanish guitar tracks, and he was putting 3 or 4 tracks together, and it was like these really good songs that he was doing. I'm like, where can I get a copy of these? And of course, I'm a broke 14-year-old on the internet, and I emailed the guy. I'm like, hey, do you mind if you send me a copy of these 2 songs that you've done? And he's like, yeah, sure, man. So he sends me like, this third one too, like these artist copies that weren't on YouTube that he did, like they were touched up a bit, and the community was great, and this guy was amazing. And connecting with someone like that was the first time I connected with anyone to get anything online. And it was, of course, this artist that he was just appreciative that someone was like
interested in his stuff,
interested in his work. He's like, oh fuck yeah, I'll give this guy my shit.
No, I remember when I think I was on MySpace before I was on MSN Messenger.
Oh,
like I had MySpace. You remember MySpace Tom?
Yeah,
the guy who created it, who you automatically added as a friend when you created a profile. Okay. Just some weird backwards ass picture of him in a white shirt.
Which is still to this day his picture.
Yep.
Yeah.
And he I remember when I was like, whoa, he has 100,000 friends on there when he added when I made my profile. And then he sold that shit for
exactly. I mean,
millions.
People laugh at him because he sold it, right? But it's like
he made so much money off of that, he'll never have to work again.
Yep,
exactly. Yeah,
I think he got it at the right time.
Oh, absolutely. I mean,
it would have been worth nothing. Now it's so diluted.
Yep.
But no, it was really big for bands and stuff for a lot of music. That's sort of what I used it for. And then there was MSN Messenger.
I was about to say, I guess, would you consider MSN Messenger social media?
I wouldn't consider it social media. It's a social tool, but
yeah, it would have been more social contact, I guess.
So I mean, like that was a big part of my growing up, like a big part of my teenagerhood, for me.
I was pre MSN Messenger. I was ICQ.
ICQ.
What's your AOL chat name?
I never had AOL chat.
ICQ though was more of a dating app than anything else.
Not really.
ICQ.
Yeah, but it wasn't. It was literally supposed to be seeking friends, though. It was never intended to be a dating app.
Yeah, Alex used Penguin Chat a lot.
Actually, no, it's funny.
He still plays Club Penguin.
That's the thing I was thinking.
They shut that down recently.
Yeah,
they opened it back up again.
No,
yeah,
no, they shut it down so that they could release other things. They shut it down entirely. Because I remember that because I was a beta tester for Club Penguin.
No, there's still Club Penguin.
It's nothing to brag about.
No, it's not. But
people now use Club Penguin to see how fast they can get banned from it.
It's true.
There's like, contests.
And it's not easy. It's not hard. Sorry.
No, it's like literally you say anything wrong. It's like the Rust servers that we're on, right?
Yep.
It's like
if you say the N-word in chat, it automatically kicks you. And
if you say it again
twice, you're permanently banned.
So this guy
once you go black, you can only go back once.
This guy logs onto the server.
Yeah.
And he immediately says, "Sup, faggot." He gets kicked.
Yeah.
And then he comes back on. He's like, "What the hell was that?" And you're like, "I hear if you say it twice in a row with no spaces, it doesn't kick you." He's like, "Faggot." He immediately gets banned.
And he was just banned for good.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I mean, Right. So as far as Instagram goes, right? Like I use Instagram.
Instagram.
So I had never used Instagram before until we got ours, and I still partially understand it. From what I know from reading everybody else's Instagram, put up a picture, put a shitty filter over it, and put as many hashtags as possible on that shit.
Are you taking pictures of your food before you eat it?
Oh.
Then you're not using Instagram properly.
I don't think that's a thing anymore. That's like an old stereotype when it first came out.
I've done it once or twice.
Because now it's all about the selfies.
Filters.
So I actually used Instagram in a positive manner for myself.
There's no such thing.
No, I was very, very depressed, and I was having a hard time trying to find reasons to smile. So I was starting to take a selfie a day with, trying to force myself to smile, and it made a positive difference for me. It did. So I did it for like 30 days straight or something like that, and I eventually felt that I didn't need to do it anymore because I was naturally smiling. It was fine. But yeah, no, I used Instagram for a positive manner. It was a good time. It was good stuff. So how much sharing is too much sharing, though?
I don't know. Maybe it's
talking about how depressed you are and how you have to force yourself to take selfies all the time.
It's weird to think how much sharing is too much sharing.
Yeah.
When you have I guess a daily show that you do where you just talk about everything.
Yeah, the whole point to the show is that we share too much.
Maybe, but okay, on Facebook, you always get the parents that are like, "Oh, hey, look how cute my kid is." Like, dude, your kid looks like a potato. Fuck off.
Or, you know all about potato kids.
We can talk about that in another episode. No one understands that meme yet.
I do. That's all that matters.
So we might have to go about that. Anyway, you get the kids that are like, "Oh yeah, look," or look how cute I am. It's like, no, fuck off. Then you get these parents that are posting breastfeeding pics, which breastfeeding in public doesn't matter to me.
That.
No? I've never seen a breastfeeding pic.
So breastfeeding in public.
I have a lot of new parents on my Facebook too.
So breastfeeding in public, I have no problems with. It's great. You're feeding your kid, whatever. I don't care if you're making a statement. Fuck off. It just doesn't matter to me. But then you get the people on Facebook who are posting pictures, just straight up of them, full-breasted.
How Facebook tailors itself to your search criteria and shows you ads about stuff you've recently searched for?
It's kind of weird how you can just sort of when somebody somebody in my family who I'm close with, I won't say who I'm not close with, but is a part of my family, who makes a post is like, "I miss morning sex," and it's like, well, I don't have to read your posts anymore.
Exactly. Yeah. And of course you can unfollow things, sure. Which I mean, at this point, that's great. But then you get my cousins that are posting breastfeeding pics and just full on sets of their tits.
Oh, that explains it. Though.
Okay, that's off.
Your cousins grew up in Minto with you, right?
Not these ones, no.
Oh, well then I got nothing.
I mean, yeah, that's the thing is that what people don't realize. So when they complain about social media, it's like, A, you don't have to use it. B, you can tailor it to yourself specifically. Yeah. But I remember when I was down in the Dominican, I caught a random Wi-Fi signal down on the beach, and I went live on Facebook. And
I watched that.
And
shitty raining day.
You didn't say anything.
No, I didn't comment. Because I was watching on my phone, and I hate typing on my phone.
One of our friends commented after the fact and said, what did he say? He said, "Oh, the related videos to this, or the advertised videos are showing nude women or blah 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 strippers. What the hell are you trying to stream here?" And I'm like, I'm pretty sure that those ads are based off of
your search criteria,
your cached search history and stuff. He's like, "Oh, fuck." Fair enough.
Yeah, then he tried to say, "Well, no, it's not mine." But yeah.
Must be my son. He's 4.
You don't have a son.
He doesn't have a son.
There you go.
Yeah, I don't know. But I have so many people that, I'm sorry, guys, I'm friends with you on Facebook, and I'd have you unfollowed.
Hidden.
Yeah.
I do that a lot.
And it's funny because there was one time when somebody had posted and they had tagged me and like a mutual friend or something like that, or one of the memories pops up and it's like, you remember this with your friend? And I'm just like, yeah, and then I click on that friend's profile and there's a big button that says add friend. I'm like, oh, and when did they remove me?
Yeah.
And why?
See, for me, like, you get situations where people are commenting on your own statuses that they're completely fucking retarded, and you're like, why are you saying that? That either A, makes no sense with the situation, or B, no one wants to hear that, so fuck off. So I have a few people that are removed from
Seeing your posts.
From seeing my posts. Specifically, my father. Anytime that he sees a post that I make, he has the need to try to start up like a Facebook conversation with me, but he doesn't understand that he can just message me, and it's irritating. So it's like, I don't know. It's something like, I feel like I might go longboarding today. He's like, hey, how you doing? You know, you get that fucking tumor fixed? Or you get that fucking what are those?
Did you get
hemorrhoids
your
fixed
for your STD yet?
Exactly. Yeah. It's just like something completely dumb like that. Hey, hit me up sometimes. Like, fuck off.
My favorite social media, I would call it a faux pas, is when some girls like, oh, some people might not like it. I've gone through hard times, but this is me. This is my face. And their friends like, you're pretty. It's like, oh, you're pretty too, girl. Thanks, girl. And it's just like,
why don't we do that to each other? Like, why don't we encourage each other like that?
Yeah,
Mike, you're a beautiful man, Mike. You're beautiful.
I remember not only did I not compliment my friends on social media, but I remember one time when I found a picture of my friend that his parents had that was over edited to the point that he looked like wax. And he wanted nobody to see it, so I immediately took a copy, posted it to my Facebook, tagged him in it, and
shared it
with the description fag.
Oh,
This was back when I was like 15.
Sure, yeah.
So I remember that being a thing. Like not only did I not compliment my friends, but I went out of my way to like insult them.
So
that's the point to Facebook, though, as far as I'm concerned.
I came home one night.
Really?
It's there to make others look bad.
I came home one night and there was a buddy of mine that was passed out on the couch like this. Just straight up passed out. He was holding his phone up like this. And I'm like, oh, that's cute. He's passed out. So I took a picture and I posted to Facebook. He's like, dude, can you take this down? I have family on here. It's like, I don't want them to see this.
So, what?
Drunk. He's drunk, passed out, basically, is what I'm saying.
I don't think you can tell the difference between somebody's drunk or somebody's really tired. But I remember at my bachelor party when I passed out drunk, and you drew a dick on my face with a marker, and I woke up in the morning before anybody could see me, and there was and I was tagged. You put it on Facebook and then tagged me in it, and then I got up and immediately washed it off because I saw the notification, and you were like, how'd you know?
Yeah. Of course, drunk Alex is.
I was just going to say, in Alex's defense, he was probably still drunk at that point.
I was very drunk that night. I was drunk, and then I kept drinking Sambuca. Fucking Scott.
Yeah. Kept drinking the next morning.
So do you guys have anyone on Facebook that their posts irritate the hell out of you, but you can't unfollow them because you just got to leave them there to see what stupid thing they're going to say next?
I have a Trump supporter. She's not American. She doesn't live in America, but she's a Trump supporter through and through, and just loses her mind. So when he won, he's like, "Oh, the Lord provided." I'm like, "Oh, you're one of those religious nuts who follows Trump because you think that he's a Christian, a good Christian man. No, he's an evil motherfucker." Like, and so when Trump won, I'm like, of course, I don't comment on her shit. I just let her do her own racist religious thing. And it's just like, and she's terribly racist too, which is even better, right? So yes.
It's not a term I would use for a racist.
I wouldn't say better.
No. She's very racist. She makes other posts.
We don't encourage it.
No. You don't encourage it. Then there's someone that I met when I was in college. She had dropped out of the program that I was in the year before, and she's just so dumb. The comments that she makes,
All I'm thinking about is like the fact that we share this on Facebook, and I normally tag Alex in it, and then they're gonna see it and watch it, which is why I'm not commenting on this at all.
I don't give a
I wasn't asking for you guys to tell me who it was. I just wanted to know if you had someone like that.
The people that I hate on social media are the people who turn... there's a lot of people online that make everything a political thing.
Yeah.
The other day, they were like, we found... we found remains of a city that might be older than... And they were just... And I was like... When I read that, I go, oh, cool, they found a thing. And when they read that, they decided to share it and say...
Like, Jesus is only 6,000 years ago.
No.
No, political, not religious.
They said, oh, I wonder how many more of these we need to find before they can stop considering the blah, blah, blah North American objectification of people as the new world, blah, blah, blah. And I was like,
oh,
it's just a cool old thing they found. Like, fuck it, just, like, be, like, cool thing. Like, don't... Why does it have to turn into a political issue for you? And it's just, like, they're a part of a group that is... heavily involved in specific political issues, but this was so much outside of that realm.
Yeah.
And it was like just be on the internet, experience something and say cool thing, and then move on because it doesn't affect anyone. You know what I mean? I just hate how everything has to have some sort of backwards political agenda. You can't live your life without every little thing having to be wrong and needs to be changed.
Sounds like Tumblr. No, on my Facebook.
Why I'm not on fucking Tumblr. We were on Tumblr for all of about a week.
Yeah. For me in Facebook, more often than not, the issues that I see, like what I see on there that bothers me, comes from family members. Very racist, very, very conservative family members who absolutely hate Trudeau. And who are like, they use very, very cringy put downs like true dumb or true don't. And it's just like, I look at that, I'm like, that is so cringy. A, you don't realize it. B, you're going off about this as if like you're going off about this article as if this is something that Trudeau is doing when it's not. It's a clickbait article, and you haven't even read it. Like,
then the article succeeded in its purpose.
Exactly, right. Effectively, and it's so, oh my god, it's so irritating, and that's why clickbait is so amazing.
Yeah,
right? Like,
I don't know, maybe social media's gone too far. Lessons learned on that?
Lessons learned: don't share too much, please.
My lesson learned is social media is the bane of all evil, and it should be put down.
That's right. Lessons learned. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram for plenty more social media. Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching that episode of the Words of Heart Show, guys. Check out our social media down below. Don't share too much, but share all of our stuff. Leave comments down below of stuff that you want us to talk about, and leave a request for that if you need to. You can click between me and Mike for subscribe button, and you can click over there between Mike and Greg for the previous video. Thanks for watching.